Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. The biggest US crisis has begun, according to a BRICS expert, and the dollar is in jeopardy. In the midst of the BRICS countries' attempts to reduce global dependence on the US dollar, a financial expert has warned that the dollar is in peril and the great US market meltdown has already begun. This news comes to you from BRICS News on Twitter. Very true, rich dad, poor dad. Concerning the impending US economy, author Robert Kiyosaki has spoken about the fact. Therefore, he is implying that the stock market has not yet seen a verified collapse. At this very moment, we are at the summit. You can see that we are coming really near to the Russell 2000, which is this SO we're approaching. Well, we're attempting to surpass our recent highs. The S&P 500 is seeming similarly, is looking extremely double toppy at the moment. We need to formally affirm additional bullish momentum by getting over this level. Of course, there's also Bitcoin, which is merely following the trend at the moment. When it comes to price movement, we aren't seeing anything. As of this recording, one Bitcoin is selling for around $56,600. Presently, it is actually slightly greater than that. What he's really claiming, though, is that this will replace the US currency. The market, he claims, is already beginning to collapse. For the BRICS group, these past 2 years have been pivotal. Its membership has virtually doubled in the past year, and it has maintained its commitment to its global economic standing. The group has been actively engaged in de-dollarization since 2022, when Russian sanctions weaponized cash. As a result of the bloc's efforts to become financially self-sufficient, the value of the US dollar has declined. Since 2001, the percentage of global reserves kept in dollars has decreased by 14%, according to the Atlantic Council's measurement notes. The US dollar is gradually losing value, and this could be due in part to distributed ledger technology, DLT, a new cryptocurrency. This could explain why the US government has been suing firms like Ripple, and why we saw the SEC sue Ripple and XRP. Once again, though, this is all conjecture. This is all part of a larger picture of crypto acceptance, which the powerful elites naturally want to dictate. Is that how they pull it off? In order to keep the financial system under their control, they are attempting to devise strategies that do not involve giving up too much authority. Currently, I'm observing it in relation to stablecoin regulation and their efforts to establish a framework for maintaining power. The problem is complicated, but I try to address it in my films on a daily basis. But according to Robert Kiyosaki, the markets are about to collapse, which will work out well for the BRICS countries. Currently, 159 members of BRICS have committed to using a new payment method. Could this be another one of those BRICS news stories? Have you noticed this? The BRICS group has now confirmed 159 members and is planning to implement a new payment mechanism, putting an end to recent speculation about how many countries might join. When it does launch, the economic alliance system will undoubtedly be a smashing success. The timing of the launch is now the center of attention. Understanding the outcome of this is going to be crucial, particularly for the Western world. A lot of people are assuming it will be disclosed at the much-anticipated 2024 summit. In addition, it would be ready to launch in an innovative unveiling if that were to occur. The bloc has already acknowledged that there is a long list of entities eager to adopt it, so it's likely that many of the BRICS nations' trading partners will do the same. The BRICS group unveiled their plans to launch a blockchain-powered payment system earlier this year. The collective's position in the global economy would be reshaped as a result. On top of that, it would go up against the likes of the Western-dominated SWIFT system and other major global payment processors. Consequently, we know that many of these nations have previously been confirmed, have been testing XRP, and have used DLT technology. Several of their central banks have already formed partnerships with Ripple. The long-term implications of this are clear. The BRICS nations will be involved in a trade worth trillions of dollars, and even if XRP isn't used in every single transaction, it can still participate in the trade thanks to its interoperability. By the way, that figure is on the rise. Consequently, it will be really fascinating to observe the final outcome. This blog's continued de-dollarization efforts rely heavily on the payment system, which brings us to our next point. The countries that take part will have a way to trade their own currencies. Now you know what every nation want. They would prefer to have their own money and use their own current. However, I am not familiar with the If Zimbabwe is interested in doing business with by that logic, it stands to reason that the United Arab Emirates and Zimbabwe would each prefer to use their own currencies, rather than hold on to each other's. Then why not utilize an intermediary like RippleNet, where XRP is the currency in question, to fix the issue? That is, of course, only one example. To all of you, I can assure you that some exciting developments are imminent. Digital currency, I would venture to say that 95% of Bitcoin maxis are unaware of it, and that's why Eddie is sharing it. Supported by a standard charter, Zodiac Custody is a worldwide custodian for digital assets. A new $800 billion standard charter bank in the United Arab Emirates has begun accepting Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as collateral. There is a ripple effect from standard charter, and the crypto space has already brought up SBI holdings. Accordingly, those are two businesses that are involved in this. The UAE-based digital asset custody solution from Standard Chartered is now live. The Dubai Financial Services Authority has granted the service a license, as stated in the bank's announcement. Another rippling announcement concerning the DSA did come our way around a month or two ago. The introduction of our digital asset custody product marks a key moment, not only for Standard Charter but for the financial services industry as a whole, and it takes place within the Dubai Financial International Financial Center, after a Memorandum of Understanding inked in May of 2023. We think digital assets are more than just a fad, they represent a sea change in the way money is created and managed, according to Bill Winters Group, CEO of Standard Charter. Our new service puts us in the driver's seat of the next generation of custodial companies. We are able to connect the financial services industry with the new digital asset ecosystem, thanks to our strong infrastructure and extensive knowledge of the subject. In light of this, it's clear that this is what these businesses require. That bridge is essential. They must perceive a clear separation between the old system and the new system in order to function properly. But what if we can't connect the two? In many of these circumstances, crypto custody is the first obvious step. However, much more infrastructure and back-end technologies will be required. But hey, it's all about taking baby steps, isn't it? Their crypto arm, Brevin Howard Digital, which focuses on global macro and digital assets, has just signed on its first client. We are ecstatic to announce that Brevin Howard Digital has joined our ranks as our first client, following a period of rigorous work and coordination with regulators on a worldwide and regional scale. We provide more than just wallet services. You can tell that they're already growing. This all-inclusive solution takes prudentials and regulatory risk-specific concerns about digital asset custody into account. Therefore, these individuals have always had a headache when it comes to custody and Bitcoin. In addition to the usual charter SBI holdings, it appears that Zodiac Custody is also there, which is fantastic. Sure, there's a Medico link there as well. Zodiac Custody is a component of the Ripple-owned Medico's crypto worldwide storage network. Sento Sumo Saba, I just wanted to say thanks for writing that. You might say it's a little bit of a sprint. It would appear. You know, a lot of these businesses are just attempting to fit in. Their heads are spinning. The viewer's presence here is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.